So here we like to work hard, we like to solve our own problems, and sometimes we get really creative. I'm reminded of a time, probably 10, 12 years ago, I was helping my uncle and my cousins out on a landscaping job. And if you've grown up here, you know that Home Depot, Lowe's, and Tractor Supply Company are just Toys R Us for adults. So my uncle had got this new toy now, which was this 2-in-1 leaf blower and mulcher. So you can blow the leaves into a pile, and then you can switch it around and suck them up into this bag that would go over your shoulder. The only problem with this device was it was a big pile of leaves, itty-bitty bag. So we had a thought. We took the bag attachment off, we got some industrial tubing, stuck it onto the end of the leaf blower, ran it in, cut the hole in the top of one of those plastic garbage cans, run the tubing down into it, duct tape all around. Great idea, right? Goes right in the garbage can, we save a lot of work. Well, don't you know, you fire that thing right up and doesn't the top of the garbage can fly over? Spit and mulch all over the yard. So for the rest of the job, me and my cousins, our job was to sit there and try to hold this thing down while my uncle was mulching up the leaves. So I tell you that story because we've done a similar thing in regards to healthcare in this region, especially in the town of Stillwater, where if you get sick, you go to the American Legion Post 490 and you can bet they're going to host a breakfast fundraiser to try and help you pay for that treatment. Or we'll come together and make sure that we get a driving team to get you to your radiation treatment. Or in recent years we've used GoFundMe to try and raise money so that people in our community are able to get the health care that they need. But just like my cousins and I rocking back and forth on this thing, trying to balance it out, what we're ultimately doing is compensating for an inefficient system. Not only do we spend the highest amount of money than any other country in healthcare, we're 4th highest in taxpayer spending on healthcare. Okay, we spend $4,600 out of the tax coffers every year on healthcare, and we don't cover everybody. To put that into context, France, which is considered to have one of the best healthcare systems in the world, spends $4,400 total for their healthcare system, public and private combined. They live 2 years longer than we do, and they love their healthcare system. It's time that we give the people in our communities that recognize that taking care of each other is a value and give them the tools to do it efficiently. That's why we got to move to a single-payer Medicare-for-All system as quickly as possible and take every step along the way that we can. I mean, saying that I'm for Medicare-for-All doesn't mean I'm going to oppose the public option, believe me. Anything that gets us closer to universal coverage is a good thing, but we need to keep the end game in mind. And Democrats need to put Medicare-for-All on the top of the ballot in 2018, and that's what we'll take on the House. So we believe in also doing what's right in this district. Not just when it's easy, but when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And that's why we need to be concerned why our representative in Congress works so hard to take away health care from tens of thousands of people in this district. That when the President of the United States was saying there were very fine people attending a neo-Nazi rally, she couldn't call him out on that false equivalency. And why, when the President used his pardon power to deny justice to the victims of the unrepentant criminal Joe Arpaio, Congresswoman Stefanik is still silent. And it's one of the first duties of a congressional representative to check the power of the president. Because we're a nation of laws, not a nation of people. And we need Congress to stand up to this president when he tries to abuse his power like that. So we believe in doing what's right. So even if Medicare for All wouldn't help our small businesses, wouldn't help us reduce the cost of healthcare, help us bring down the cost of pharmaceutical drugs, help healthcare providers get back in the healthcare business. Instead of we have doctors' offices and providers that are billing departments that happen to practice medicine. So our providers want to get back to the work of medicine. They don't want to have to bill 7 different insurance industries. Even if Medicare for All wouldn't help us solve this problem, guess what? It would still be the right thing to do. To say to our fellow citizens that I might not know you. Heck, I might not even like you that much. But when you get sick, I'm going to have your back because I know you're going to have mine. That's a community, and those are North Country values. So I got a couple things I want to ask you to do. Please give a round of applause.